Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Jam and Jabber.
Gruß von Krampus.
Gruß von Krampus.
Oh, and that's why we always do audio tests.
Yes.
You know, how many times, I think people should, go back to all of our previous streams. Oh my god. And here, do a counter of how many times we say that. Do we say that on every single one of our streams?
I think so.
But that's why we always do it.
I mean, we could potentially create, a compilation, maybe do some sort of remix dubstep compilation.
This is why we do this.
Yeah, I think we could make that work.
Absolutely.
That'd be a lot of fun.
So, hi, I'm Steph.
I'm Ken.
And tonight, I am the one who put today's stream together for Kenji.
It's true. I'm here for the ride.
So, those who've never watched stream with us before, hi, welcome, thanks for watching.
You're in for a treat, let me tell you that right now.
So, I'm German. I'm second generation German here in the United States. And I grew up with a lot of weird German Christmas traditions, one of which is watching out for, dun dun dun, the Krampus.
Krampus.
And so, I'm saying it very silly just to be fun. But, tonight, because Krampus has actually been making a lot of headway in American culture.
Last couple of years, he's been hitting it big.
I mean, for a while now, more people. Because when I was a kid, I was like, oh yeah, you have to watch out for because there's okay, sorry, I'm getting distracted. There's lots of different little German traditions, but Herr Rubrik. But then I was like, you have to watch out for the Krampus, and everyone's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And now I'm like, oh, do I watch out for the Krampus? I'm like, oh my god, you know about Krampus? I'm like, shut your goddamn dirty American mouth! How dare you? I've been eating schnitzel since I was old enough to chew.
Knee high to a grasshopper, even.
With my knee-high socks.
Because kids are short, and really any sock goes up to their knee, whether they want it to or not.
That's very fashionable in German as well.
That's true.
Well, traditional German attire. So, I thought tonight it would be fun. Yes. So, one thing about Krampus that most people don't know is that he's not, it's not a Christmas thing, it's before.
Yes.
He has his special day.
Krampus
so if
Nacht.
You are not, if you're not a good person, on Krampus Nacht, which is the 5th of December, he will come and get you, and he will devour you.
He'll eat you up.
He is one of many other fear-based holiday, traditions throughout Europe. Christmas is more of a fear-based holiday in Europe.
It is.
And this is one of them. But I thought it'd be fun to turn some of our favorite characters into spooky, Christmas-themed type of characters. So I actually compiled a list of 12 today. Ken has no idea what I have put together for him. Blind. He's going in blind. And with all these, the only instructions I gave him were just turn them into spooky Christmas characters. That's all you gotta do. It doesn't necessarily have to be Krampus. It's just gonna be because there's also Frappersta, and then there's also La Befanta. Did I say her name right?
La Befana. La
Befana, that's right.
She is the Italian Christmas witch.
I keep wanting to put the T in there. La Befana, thank you. There's also the Yule Cat, the Yule Lads.
Mary Lloyd from Wales. Although that's not necessarily fear, that's more just epic rap battle.
I mean, with a horse skull.
Oh, okay, a little bit of fear.
These are the instructions I've given Ken. So, are you ready to get started?
I'm heckin' ready.
All right. So, I already rolled it up on our D12.
Okay.
Our first one is number 6.
Number 6 is... Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Okay. How am I going to, make a Dark Christmas version of Professor Xavier?
Yeah.
Oh, this is beautiful.
So there is a theme among all of the characters I chose tonight. And as you go through, I want you, or people watching live, to try to guess what the theme was for each character that I picked. Cat, let's go! Yeah! Professor Xavier. How are you gonna...
Psychic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Psychic. He lives in that flying automated shoe. Gosh, I mean, and there's all the cobbler with the shoe elves in folklore.
I think there's a Yule lad that puts food in shoes.
There might be.
Actually, is that La Befana's tradition where she puts things in shoes? I know it's on the stairs.
I don't know if she puts it in the shoe, but like she leaves her gifts on the stoops. So
it is a German tradition to put candy and stuff in shoes too.
I'm feeling a Yule lad for Professor Xavier.
Okay.
So for those of you not in the know, the Yule lads come from like Scandinavian traditions. And
Iceland.
Iceland. Okay. Well, that's part of Scandinavia, I think, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, and they're basically just a bunch of rowdy boys who get really rowdy at Christmas time and mess your shit up if you're causing problems for people.
I mean, you can do a lot of different things with Professor Xavier. He's definitely one who knows if you're naughty or you're nice.
He does.
So he's one to definitely be able to fairly judge.
I mean,
whether you get, like, if he flies around in his own flying shoe, whether to put candies into your shoes or not, we can make up our own traditions. You know, we can just make up our own.
We can.
Yeah, I mean, he reads your mind. He knows if you've been naughty or nice. He doesn't need a list.
Then who is making sure if he's been naughty or nice, huh?
I think that's what everybody asks in the whole X-Men universe.
It's true. Like, there's a lot of people who take umbrage with Professor Xavier.
Like, who keeps him accountable?
Yeah,
Nobody.
Exactly.
The answer is nobody.
That's why the government is coming in with Sentinels. They're trying to save us from Professor Xavier.
And I mean, if only Wolverine gave a shit.
Yeah.
If only he actually gave a shit.
I don't know. Professor Xavier, like, forced him to stop smoking. Which, I mean, isn't, like, the worst thing ever. Like, but yeah, he used to enjoy his stogies, but now not so much anymore. Yeah,
and he was pretty pissed off. Like, most people get pretty pissed off when Professor Xavier, like, gets involved. And so in his Christmas tradition, he's less of like, I'm gonna make sure you're nice. He's just gonna be like, I'm just gonna judge you.
I mean, I feel like he's already judging me.
Most of the time he usually is, and I think that's when most people have a hard time with Professor Xavier. I was really hoping for like a weird tiny little hat or something.
Oh, I'm not there yet.
Okay.
I wanted to get that shoe chair thing going because he clearly drives like a good like wingtip kind of shoe.
Like, I was just thinking like a ridiculous little hat.
Yeah. Oh, I'm getting there.
Not a full size hat.
No.
Just a little tiny one.
Just an itty bitty little. You know what I'm seeing. I'm seeing something. I'm not seeing like a full hat. I'm seeing like maybe. Excuse me. Oh, jeez. Maybe he's wearing like a Christmas wreath, circlet kind of thing on his head.
It also connects him to Cerebro.
Yes, it does.
It's the holiday cheer. This is like the Christmas special that from 90s X-Men that no one ever asked for. Man. Like, he is the ultimate judge, and he comes around filling your shoes full of candies and sweets.
I love the
But they're just like Werther's Originals, because he is still an old man.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with Werther's Originals, okay?
Kat says this is amazing. Thank you, Kat, and thank you for watching. Welcome. Wreath. Just filling those, like, they're just the Werther's Original he's got in his pocket. So there's a little lint.
Yeah, if you're good, he'll give you a Werther's.
The thing is that he doesn't ever plan to actually give anything out because he can see through everyone. Like, you're a dick, you're an asshole, you're fucked up. Storm, nope. You were close. Sorry. You were close.
Storm,
maybe better next year.
I mean, you're cool. Like, thank you for not causing any drama with Cyclops and Jean Grey, but I mean, you could have gone. You had an opportunity to stop some of Wolverine's bullshit, and you didn't.
God, I wish the X-Men Christmas series existed now. Because, like, I'm imagining all of, like, the gifts that people would give each other, like, the different X-Men would give each other. Like, Wolverine would be the worst gift giver.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, it would be like, hey, here's a gift certificate I found in my wallet.
This expired 50 years ago, dude.
Well, I'm sure they'll still keep it up. Like, just go and let them know that it was mine, you know?
Sears Roebuck doesn't exist anymore, man.
Go cash it online, I don't know.
I feel like Cyclops would just be given, like, a shit ton of Ray-Bans, and would just be really tired of getting those every year.
Like, oh, that's... I literally can't even use these because mine are... like specialty made because I have Hellfire in my head that could destroy everyone in here, but cool, thanks.
Yeah. No, I just burn down mountains with my eyes.
With my eyeballs,
yeah. These Ray-Bans, that'll totally stop the...
Hey, Wolf and Fox,
Hello.
Thanks so much for watching, Arthur. Welcome. He says, he looks so crotchety, I love it.
That's what I'm going for.
Cat says, Wolverine's out there giving people Confederate currency.
Oh, jeez. He might be.
I imagine that, like, Jean Grey is like the ultimate like Christmas queen. She gets all gussied up. She gets super dressed up because she can read people's minds. She gives them the exact gift. She wraps it up absolutely perfect. Like she goes and buys like the $50 like per roll wrapping paper because she just really wants everyone just to have a really great time.
And I feel like there might be some spite with that too. Like I have to outdo Emma Frost this year. Like, I'm not letting that bitch get away with this again. Like,
she knows that she can outdo her.
Oh, absolutely.
Because she can read people's brains. She can just do it.
Frost.
Meanwhile, Cyclops always gives her like the perfect like jewelry, like that ring. You know, like how they're that couple, they're that power couple. Like, oh, it's another diamond ring. Oh, it's so thoughtful of you. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
He just like knows exactly what she wants. Like he gets her like the perfect thing. And then meanwhile, Wolverine's in the corner with that picture and the meme, just crying. It's like, God damn it.
I wonder if like maybe Jean Grey might like subtly just kind of implant the idea like, this is the perfect gift. If you don't get it for me, I will be very upset.
He thinks that it's his own idea
because
it's subtle enough.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like Jean might do that.
She would.
Like, yeah. Because let's be honest, she got trained by Xavier.
Yeah, she did. But still, like, she would try to do that for Wolverine, and he still wouldn't figure it out. Like, he still wouldn't get it.
Like that amnesiac bastard.
I found this, I found this music box in an antique shop.
Used to be mine as a kid.
It has My Heart Will Go On.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, that is an antique.
It just has a music melody for My Heart Will Go On. And she's like, oh, that's really nice.
That song isn't popular anymore.
Meanwhile, Gambit would probably be like, I'm sorry, I'm out. I'm going to go visit family or something. And then, why am I forgetting her name?
Rogue?
Rogue, like, follows him, and they just go screw off in the bushes.
Well, maybe.
Oh my god, it is a shoe! That's great!
Because he's always, like... every time I've drawn him, it always seems to be like a shoe.
What is his Christmas Sona name? Like, for this special episode of X-Men.
He likes to pretend that he's Father Christmas.
That's a good one, yeah.
Because he's all about, like, oh, my children, I've brought them together. I'm totally in charge of them.
He would consider himself Father Christmas, but everyone at the school is like...
Everyone just calls him Saint Dick.
Can everyone just take a moment to admire that? Saint Dick, yep. Papa Krampus, yes. Oh, that's so funny. I'm ready for the next number, if you are ready, but I love this. I wish that this Christmas special existed.
He's got his Christmas shoe, he's got his
Werther's original.
Werther's in his pocket. He's ready to roll.
Judging all of the children.
That's That's fantastic.
The next number is number 3.
Okay, let me get these hands. All right, number 3. Let's close this up, and then
Oh, you're so
number
good with your
3.
layers.
I try to be, although I didn't name any.
I did.
Oh my God, Thanos! Oh my God, it. You know, do you want to watch the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special after this?
I would. So, what was
what's
his
Thanos?
Christmas?
What's Thanos' Christmas, dark Christmas Sona gonna be?
There's another. Okay, so if you haven't guessed the theme, people who will judge you. That's the theme for all these characters. And who best to like judge you than Thanos?
No, Thanos isn't judging you. You see, he's doing a lottery. It's completely fair. It's completely random. He's not judging you at all.
He's judging how everyone lives, though. Like,
Yeah.
you guys are consuming too much or doing too much.
He's still a judgmental bastard.
Yeah. So, I thought he would be a good old-fashioned Krampus, because he's all about that death.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, so I mean, I thought he'd just be like, big boy Krampus.
Okay, big boy.
Because he's a big boy with the gill chin. Maybe we can hide that with a beard.
Big boy Krampus.
Big boy Krampus.
All right, let's figure out that big boy Krampus energy.
If you're feeling big boy Krampus with him,
I think that creates an interesting challenge, and I am here for it.
okay.
For a big boy Thanos Krampus.
Yeah. Like, but it's up to you. You know, you're the one who's got the stylist. You're the one who's arting.
I'm in the driver's seat.
You're the driver's seat. Also, our lovelies watching can also give suggestions and ideas. But yes,
yeah.
I spilled the beans because I wanted to say my overall theme was people who will judge you, which it's funny based on some other characters that I picked, and I will justify all of them. So I haven't seen. Well, we haven't seen the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special. Heard it's really funny. Heard it's really good.
Yeah.
I'm just bummed by Chris
Pratt.
Chris Pratt. He's kind of an asshole now.
Yeah, like he's like, oh, I don't want to play Star-Lord because, you know, he's kind of a dick and that's not my brand. I want to be like a nice person, a good person. And then like, oh, no, I'm going to lean whole into being a dick.
Will you put him in the basket?
Yes.
I mean, no. Actually, the real reason why I wanted Thanos as Krampus is because I wanted Hawkeye in his baskets.
Oh my gosh.
Yes!
Oh my gosh.
Please put Hawkeye in his baskets.
It's like, I don't even know you.
Or chain him up, or like whatever.
Gosh. I think, I don't know if I can refuse that request.
With Hawkeye, because he was forced to live, to watch his poor family be turned into dust, and then just have to live out his life knowing that he fucked up. Like,
Yeah.
like that's some good like Krampus like retribution of like, you're a dumbass.
Yeah.
You're a big old dummy, and I am gonna make you suffer. And he's like, man, I'm gonna make everyone else suffer with me because I'm an asshole. I don't think we've ever done Thanos on our stream before.
I think this might be the first time.
Yeah. I wanted to try to do some a little bit different characters too. I wanted to try.
Hang on, I'm gonna pull an audible here. I'm gonna undo what I've been doing.
Oh, I liked what you were doing.
Okay, well, I'll keep it
no, you
as
do
a maybe.
You do you.
But I just realized something even better for Thanos.
Okay.
Yes, this joke is better. I'm sorry. I'm calling an audible. He's no longer going to be a Krampus.
What? Can Hawkeye still be in a basket or something?
Hawkeye can still be like just that dweeb who is getting coal.
Okay, that's all I want for Christmas.
Okay, you just want Hawkeye
to suffer.
Getting coal for Christmas.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. What direction are you taking it now? I'm so curious.
There is something that's generally considered obscure Marvel mythos anymore for Thanos, because they realized how dumb it was.
Is he also a Father Christmas?
He might be another Father Christmas kind of character. but I'm here for it.
Oh my gosh, well, now we need to do more Thanos, because now you're just pulling out the Thanos lore right out of your butt. You're like, yes.
Right. Yes, much like the theory of how Ant-Man should go up Thanos' butt. That's exactly where I'm pulling this Thanos lore from.
Right up the butts.
Yep.
Congratulations. Do you want to explain this Thanos lore?
So, Thanos has a means of conveyance that works perfectly as a one-to-one to Santa Claus.
He's actually a Santa Claus?
Yes, absolutely. He's got the Infinity Stones. He can give gifts as he wants. He can make those gifts into a reality.
Oh my god, he's got the time stone, so he can literally deliver it all in a single night.
He could. You see? You see where I'm going with this?
He's actually the real...
He's actually real Santa.
He's Santa Claus.
The universe got on his bad list, his naughty list, and he's just like, you know what? I'm not giving out coal anymore. I'm playing hardball now.
Now you guys are all going to turn into dust, and you can make your own coal from that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
You can work on that in your fucking stoves.
You can be your own coal, is what you're going to be.
Is this a helicopter?
Yes.
What is this helicopter?
So that's the lore. He had something called the Thanos copter. This was like in the 60s, 70s kind of era.
This is a gift.
Oh yeah. It's dumb as hell. Marvel doesn't usually do the Thanos copter much anymore.
I wonder why.
I think I'm not 100% sure, but I think there was a nod to it in like the end of the universe that the TVA sent people to in Loki. I think they might have had a nod to the Thanos copter there, if I recall, but I could be wrong. But yeah, Thanos he got around on this itty-bitty little rinky-dink helicopter, and it was called the Thanos copter, and it was ridiculous.
I like that the helicopter is still being pulled by reindeer.
Yes.
Because you gotta keep him the theme, you know?
Absolutely.
Are you also going to give him a Santa hat?
Yes, I have.
We need to do more Thanos, apparently. So you can just keep pulling out this Thanos lore.
I'm full of good Thanos lore.
Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. This
you.
is absolutely beautiful. How different would Endgame be if it was a Christmas movie?
Oh
you
my
know,
gosh.
like many of these movies are Christmas movies. Would it be like a Die Hard, or would it be like a Christmas special? Like it would be like Hogwarts, you know, where like just it happens to take place at Christmas every single year, so people watch it at Christmas because, they have their figgy puddings.
Yeah.
And they open presents, and they have some, like, jingle bells in the background every now and then.
That's a good question. I do like the idea of it just being, like, a dedicated Christmas special, like, its own thing.
Like the Legos redid Endgame, but what if it was a Christmas special?
Yeah.
Those Lego specials are fucking hilarious. I watched a few with my nephew, and they're actually super, like, on point. They're really funny. They are very ridiculous, but they know how to, like, make fun of them and still, like, without being too, like, cheesy. Like, the Thanos copter. Like, if you had a copter, would you name it the Kenji copter?
Well, now I have a new life goal.
Start your own religion.
Oh, jeez, yes. I mean, how hard can it be if people like L. Ron Hubbard can do it?
Yeah, right?
I just need to become a sci-fi author and then teach Tom Cruise how to read.
Oh, I don't know if you can. I don't know.
Oh,
he's kind of past that point.
Is that a dangerous joke that I just made?
He was born to lead, not to read.
Oh no! Well, I mean, yeah, essentially.
The leading role.
I mean, that was actually a big thing with why he got into Scientology, is because like he had a hard time. He wasn't a very good reader when he was younger, and he learned how to read off of a copy of Dianetics, and that's why he's a Scientologist.
I mean, I don't want to knock that because
reading is important. Yeah.
reading is important. And I also have my own learning disabilities. Like, I have weird auditory issues that I struggle with. Like, especially if there's a lot of people talking all at once. Like, I can't listen, like, if there's multiple people talking at the same time. Like, my brain gets way overloaded really fast. And I never want to judge anybody for, like, whatever the reason was why he didn't learn to read a higher reading level until later in life. But it sucks that it was Scientology.
Yeah,
it sucks that it was Scientology.
It sucks that it was a group that, like, is under investigation for, like, multiple persons, like, disappearing and deaths and everything and tax evasion.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
That part sucks.
Yeah, it do.
But maybe good old Saint Thanos will come by with Hooked on Phonics for dear old
Mr. Cruz.
Dear Mr. Cruz.
As long as he doesn't, like, run away.
Did I tell you that my parents bought me Hooked on Phonics?
You might have told me that, but I don't recall.
Yeah, because I struggled with spelling. Again, I never want to judge anybody, because I am the world's worst speller. I do not understand how English... as a native English speaker, I still don't understand how most things are spelled. It doesn't make any goddamn sense in my brain. And if I wasn't a native English speaker, I probably would not be able to speak English.
You are not alone in this complaint, quite frankly. There's lots of native English speakers, I can talk too, apparently, that have the exact same problem.
But, like, so I sucked at spelling. Like, I still really suck at spelling. Thank God for autofill.
Yeah.
Just, like, if I can get most of the way there, they just do the rest for me. I'm like, oh my God. I look back at some of my, like, Facebook memories, and I look back at, like, some of my early posts. I'm like, wow, I am a really terrible speller. So my family got me Hooked on Phonics, but no one would want to play with me. So I had to play by myself.
Oh, jeez.
And it didn't help.
Oh, jeez.
It didn't help at all.
I can only imagine.
Yeah. My parents, like, shelled out the extra cash for a fucking Hooked on Phonics. No one would play with me, not even them, like, to help me. Right?
Oh, gee. Yeah, like, we'll get you this thing, but we're not actually going to follow through on it.
We're not actually interested in helping you.
Yeah, jeez.
Yay. Childhood abandonment and rejection.
Yay.
It gets easier.
Turn that trauma into humor and comedy.
Yay. Look at Thanos and his stupid copter. Where is Hawkeye? Where is Hawkeye getting beheaded?
Whoa. We were talking about just, like, giving him lumps of coal. That escalated quickly.
It's up to you. Whatever you decide to do. I mean...
I didn't expect, like, beheading. Jeez.
I mean, we're talking about the ultimate baddie, Thanos.
I mean, yeah, but...
I love this so much.
Gotta keep the Thanos copter proper. Like, literally, it does say Thanos across the tail.
It's so funny. I wonder where Thanos is. Hey, Thanos has his copter parked here. I wonder if he's anywhere nearby. Maybe we should start looking for that. That's so funny. I'm ready with the next number when you are.
Oh, hang on 2 seconds.
Oh my God.
Gotta
you did a great Thanos.
Thank you.
That's a good what do the people call it? The accordion chin?
Yes,
okay.
his accordion chin.
Man, there is a life-size one in a mall close to where we live, and every single time, I think last year was like around Christmas, we went to the mall to do a little bit of shopping, and we walked past, we're like, what the fuck is this doing here?
I forgot about
that. Yeah, I think it's still there.
It probably is.
Yeah, I get a lot of, like people, some of my friends will walk past, and like, what the fuck is this doing here?
That's right.
So what's happening in the corner down here?
Oh, this is a little Hawkeye. Oh my God, it was cool.
Good. You deserve less, motherfucker.
Jeez. All the Hawkeye hate. Okay, there we go.
There you go.
Like,
thank you.
Freshly delivering to the Barton household.
Number 7.
I love the idea of just Thanos being Santa. That's outstanding.
He could do it with
He could do it. He's got the time stones.
Yeah.
All right. Number 7. Oh, Demona from Gargoyles.
I was going to say a different name.
You were going to say Thanos' adopted daughter's name.
Gamora, because that was Demona, Gamora.
Yeah.
They're close.
It has that similar vowel sound, yeah.
Demona
from Gargoyles.
Gargoyles!
That's right. Who better to be a Judgy Judy than someone who is going to create a magic spell to wipe out all humanity?
Again, my theme of people judging. She also could make a good... she could make a good lots of other ones. Like, you could decide whatever you want to do with her.
I mean,
like,
she knows magic, so I'm thinking like Christmas Witch.
Ooh. Yeah. Is she going to be flying around the sky, passing out gifts, or is she going to be passing out spells?
She's going to be throwing coal.
She can be like a Frau Persta who will cut your guts open and rip out your guts and stick you full of garbage like Frau Persta.
Yes. Let's go with that, yeah. All the hay and garbage and shit.
Yeah. Kat says she's here to judge your holiday baking.
That's right.
What was with the baking?
The baking.
Is that a reference to Gargoyles? Am I being crazy, or is she just saying like baking just because?
I think just baking for a joke. I don't remember if there was baking.
You were saying, oh, like I thought you were thinking something from the show, and I'm like, wait a second, I don't remember Demona. Excuse me. Mm-hmm. You want to call her Gamora now? Demona like cooking anything? Wait. So the whole okay. Just a second. So the whole reason why they were basically like she was basically late, like coming back to the castle in which they were overthrown by the humans. Wasn't she doing something like getting food for everybody or something? What was her reason?
No. So she got pissed because she was like, "Oh, we're subservient to humans. We're better than humans. We shouldn't be like just their guard dogs. Their night guard. I want to own this castle myself." Was her whole shit.
Oh, she was gonna take over the castle. That's right.
So she had like a sympathizer, the head of the guard. He was like, "Oh, well, I want power too. This is perfect for both of us. Like, I'll set you up here, and then I can be in charge of the humans and lead them away and be like the new king of like this Scottish people. And then you can be queen of the gargoyles, and I'll totally trust these Vikings to not murder all the gargoyles and only kill the humans that I don't like." And then, oh no, the Vikings betrayed them!
So she's kind of the reason why all the gargoyles got killed.
She's kind of part of the reason why her family got murdered, yes.
Oh, that kind of sucks. Because she was being a judgy...
She's been a judgy Judy, yeah.
Yeah. But so no one even got Christmas coal or Christmas rocks for that year.
Oh no, okay,
Christmas.
Okay. You know, I didn't like that pose, and now I'm glad because I have a new idea for it.
We got Kat saying Gamona.
Gamona, yes.
Yes, Gamona. Gamora. No, Demona.
Demona, yes.
Demona, wow. This is going to be a thing for the rest of the time you're trying this, Stephanie.
I mean, we know you're terrible with names, and it's okay. We won't judge you for
Demona.
it.
I wanted to bring her in because we were talking about gargoyles last week and how much we love it. I'm like, oh man, we need to talk more about gargoyles. Have you drawn a Demona on stream before?
I don't think so.
I'm bringing in all the references.
We did do like a hipster gargoyles, and I did Brooklyn as like a hipster ordering coffee, wearing like some Vans.
That's right. I remember that. That was a good time. That was a good time. But here's my good girl. Well, yeah, I think she's good. I think she's badass. Like, that girl, she's gone through hell and fucking back, following what she believes, because, you know what? I agree, girl. A lot of humans, they suck.
It was a hell of her own making.
Okay, but humans still kind of suck, though, okay?
Sorry, just this pose is eluding me at this moment.
So usually for stream, Ken likes to prepare a little bit. So for me, just to kind of throw like all these ones, he didn't get a chance to prep or anything. Like he's kind of like, okay, I'm gonna think kind of like this for this pose, because he doesn't know any of the ones on this list that I've put up on here.
Part of going in blind means I don't like have any time to think about like what the drawing is gonna be. Okay. It's just, how do I get like a kneeling position with those gargoyle legs? Like, how does kneeling work? Do you
want to pull that picture back up and just resize it and put in the corner so you can like
maybe
see that?
Like, how do those feet work? Like, how are they supposed to kneel for that?
Well, they did a lot in the show, so
like, all I'm remembering is just like moments where they crouched.
I mean, that's fair too.
You know, jeez. Okay. Just erase your art.
Just
Thanks
erase
for
your
coming
art.
by, everybody. I'll do 3 drawings tonight.
You know what? I think it's important for people to see the creative process.
Absolutely.
You know, we throw that illusion away. You know, like you're coming back behind the curtain, seeing the real creative process from a real creative person.
It was my illusion.
But man, we got to talk about Little Gargoyles last week and how much we love it and how cool it is.
Yeah. Like,
I
grew up watching that show and it was a delight.
So what are you thinking as far as like a Christmas song? Are you saying a Christmas witch?
Kind of. What I'm thinking now is it will be somewhat bewitching, in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
But like maybe she's the one who got the coal.
We got Kat saying, "Draw back the kimono a bit, guys." I love her outfit. I love everything about her. She's so cool. Like, everyone who thinks that she's just a terrible baddie, like, you know what? I like terrible baddies. That's why I want to do this whole stream. Christmas is a holiday about total baddies. Again, like Frappersta, who will rip open your guts and just stuff it full of garbage after she's ripped out your intestines.
This character, though, I will say she had more character depth than other roles that Marina Sirtis has played.
After how many seasons of Next Gen?
7 seasons of Next Gen, and there were only 4 episodes where Troy actually had any legitimate character growth. Like, yeah, hot take.
I'm glad that you counted them. Is this your Hawkeye rage?
A little bit. Okay, yeah. Counselor Troy is a bullshit character. I hate her character. I know that may cause a little bit of rage in viewers, maybe, but, like, no. She's a bullshit character. Things happen to her, not, like, personal growth, but, like, outside of 4 episodes. I've got a lot of rage and thoughts on Counselor Troy.
Kat explained, draw the curtain back, part the kimono, show behind the scenes, lol. Oh, I never heard of that before. Thank you for explaining. And Kat says, stop sending the message, YouTube.
I'm gonna kind of give her a bit of a Mariah Carey, like, all I want for Christmas costume, is my plan, because why the fuck not?
I mean, yeah. Just bring in all the Christmas stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, welcome, Shanna. Thanks
Hello.
for coming. It's okay that you're late.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, but thanks for trying for over a half an hour to make to get here. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for joining us, Shanna.
Yes.
So glad you could make it. We are drawing different horror-based theme sonas, like, of our favorite characters, and right now Ken's working on motherfucking gargoyles, because I wanted to see a Christmassy demonic version of everyone's favorite gargoyle lady, Demona. I got it right this time.
You did.
Yeah.
Mazel tov.
We were just talking about oh god, now I'm messing up names. Thanos, and so Gamora was on my brain, and I kept mushing their names together.
It's all good. No judgments here. This is a safe space to mess up names.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Is she going, like, full Shakespearean moments of, like...
Kinda, yeah.
Sleep well, my sweet prince.
Funny you say Shakespeare, considering, like, what the writers did for her character.
That's exactly why I said Shakespeare.
Yeah.
That's exactly why I said Shakespeare.
They tied her heavily to Macbeth.
Mm-hmm. Is Macbeth a Christmas story?
No, it's a Scottish play.
But a chink. Okay, those watching who grew up with gargoyles know what the hell gargoyles are. I know I said this last time during stream, but for those who didn't answer last week, now you've had a whole week to think about it. Who's your favorite character from Gargoyles? Real talk. You all know mine. Ken, I know you answered last week. You were talking about the Eagle Boy, right?
Eagle Boy?
Yeah, the guy who's British, the Eagle Boy.
Oh, Griff, yes.
Griff, yeah.
If that did get into the episode, I don't remember talking about that particular part. But yes, Griff is outstanding. He's a good English lad chap that Goliath met while time traveling.
Because that's the thing in Gargoyles.
Oh, yeah.
They go to Avalon.
They go to fucking Avalon.
And then just, like, fuck around in time. It's cool.
Yeah. Oh, it's super rad.
You thought this was a show about gargoyles? No. No. It's all over the goddamn place.
It really is.
And it's great. Kat, Scottish people don't believe in Christmas. No, they don't. The Welsh believe in rap battles with horse skulls.
Oh, Mary Lloyd. What a great tradition.
Actually, Ken had to look that one up because...
I was curious how to say it.
I thought it was pronounced something different, but then Ken said, told me, you're trying to pronounce the W in there, and that's the biggest mistake in Welsh.
Yeah.
Don't try to pronounce it the way it looks. Don't turn off your German brain. That was me saying that. Ken didn't actually say that. That was me telling myself I have to turn off. Because I read things phonetically, and that's why I'm terrible with English. And French. And a lot of other languages.
French, yeah. That's a language.
Yes, it is, actually.
It is.
No, Scottish don't believe in Christmas. But Demona, like, I think... What is she on her head? Is this a present? I'm so curious. Is she laying down presents?
You could say it's a lump of coal that she got.
What is this? Is this a gargoyle's head?
Yes, it's lumps of gargoyle is what she gets for Christmas. Oh no! Instead of coal, she just gets lumps of gargoyles that she helped murder.
Well, I mean, yeah, she did kind of bring that, but not all of them died.
I mean, like, a couple got away.
A few did.
A few, like 6.
Shanna says my favorite gargoyle character was Brooklyn.
Brooklyn
He's good.
was good.
He's very good. Yeah. What was the dog? Was that Brooklyn?
Bronx. Bronx was the dog.
Bronx
Brooklyn was the red one.
Yeah. I like his sassy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a tech.
No, that was Lexington.
Oh my god, why am I mixing them all up?
Because they're all just New York City, like, borough names.
I mean, that's fair. That's very fair. Before, like, we don't have names. We just call each other a friend. I'm like, how do you keep track of each other? Because now that you have names, you use them all the goddamn time.
Right.
Yo, friend, what?
Yeah.
Like, five people like,
huh?
what?
Yeah,
huh?
what?
Hey,
What's up, huh? Like, if they're all, like, related, like, the dog one is, like, technically related to them. Like,
That always confused me. Like, what's the relationship between you and the dog?
Yeah.
Like, I guess they wanted just a fun, like, animal companion character.
Oh, absolutely. They had to Scooby-Doo that shit, for sure.
That was another fun stream.
That was.
Man, you pulled that off. Like, that was... I'm still impressed.
Thank you.
I am still so impressed that you did that.
Yes. The Hanna-Barbera Pokemon crossover stream.
Okay, but what's more... Tell me more about her Christmas Sona. Her spooky Yuletide... What? So she got broken gargoyles for Christmas.
Because she has to... She's compelled to sing All I Want for Christmas Is You as she's rummaging through the broken pieces of the gargoyle she helped murder. She's the true horror of Christmas, yes. Which is Mariah Carey's. Yes, exactly.
That was not something I was expecting. Touche. We got Shannon in the chat. Also, this year I found out that Mary Lloyd made the inner horse girl me extremely happy. I want one. The whole tradition, for those who
Yeah.
don't know, is like basically some people with a giant horse skull that has Christmas ornaments in its eyes, and they've got like, it's like a hobby horse and it's on a stick, and then they put a cloth over the people, and they go house to house. This is a Welsh tradition, and they basically do epic rap battles where you have to sing and rhyme, and if you basically can't outrhyme the Merry-Lou, then it gets to come into your house and drink and take your wine and your food, and you have to entertain the Merry-Lou for a little bit until finally they will move on to the next house. Yeah. We were trying to say, like, depending on how good they are with that liquid courage, either they're really terrible by the end of the night, or they're just absolutely fucking incredible.
Yeah, like if you're the first one that the Mary Lloyd visits, you may have a chance to out-rap battle them because they haven't had enough to drink to, like, have that liquid courage.
Or that practice.
Yeah, but if you're, like, at the end of the night when they're kind of tossed, then, I think you're probably going to be safe.
It could be either really, really good or really, really terrible.
Mm-hmm. Like, there's no guarantee.
Shanna, spooky horse song battles for the win. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I'm ready with the next number when you are.
Okay.
God, this is like the most terrifying of Christmas traditions. Can't believe you did that to my girl.
Where she just has to sing "All I Want for Christmas Is You."
Yes, I like her little Christmas dress. It's very cute.
Oh, that's the Mariah Carey dress.
It is.
Yeah.
It's very cute. I like it. Shanna, strategy, pregame before the first house. Oh, there you go. Probably they are.
Probably.
They probably are. Probably went to the pub first.
Probably got to be a little drunk to be willing to dance around with a horse skull.
Yes.
Okay, I love this. I love her eternal punishment.
Number 2.
Number 2. All right. Who's this gonna be? Gonzo. How is Gonzo judgmental? How is he judgmental?
He's always judging the rats. Rizzo? He's always making snide comments to Rizzo.
I mean, I thought that was like what Pepe and Rizzo, but
yeah, they both are kind of like.
I can see that.
Also, I just thought it'd be really fucking funny, and I wanted to throw a Muppet at you because the Muppet Baby song has been stuck in my head all goddamn week long because of Black Sweet Streams.
Muppet Babies, they make their dreams come true.
Uh-huh.
They'll do the same for you.
Yeah, I was gonna get there. Shanna's like, Gonzo! Cat's like, that nose!
Gonzo's Christmas
what are you gonna do with that nose?
Jeez, first and foremost, his nose is a candy cane. Oh, God, Gonzo is the Mary Lloyd, rather.
The Mary Lloyd. That could be the Mary Lloyd.
Oh, God. I love it,
Or
and
you
I
can
hate
shoot
it.
Gonzo out of a cannon and to spread presents across the night sky. He could be like La Befanta. Or La Befanta. How can I say her name?
La Befana.
La Befana. Like, he could be just shot out of a cannon and passing out presents. Makes you really rethink Christmas, or Muppet Christmas Carol, doesn't it?
I mean,
if he's more antagonistic, though,
I don't know.
he might be bursting through people's doors to pass out judgments.
I feel like Gonzo would have been a little too busy with Camilla.
Shannon wants you to know that if you don't include Camilla, that she will sue. And Kat's chanting for Camilla. So, the people have spoken.
All right, then.
The people have spoken.
Okay. Camilla the chicken will be part of it, then.
Or we're also thinking, like, Baba Yaga.
Is Baba Yaga really that Yule-tidy kind of...
She is considered a wintertime goddess, where she does pass on judgment.
Okay.
In different Slavic traditions, there's a whole tradition with different grandmothers. That's like with Frau Persta, Frau Holda. There's a lot of similarities between that and Baba Yaga. Of course, who Baba Yaga is now, one of the more stories that we know from Slavic folklore and mythology, has been very Christianized over the years from who she was originally, which was a wintertime goddess.
Yeah, now she's just Keanu Reeves.
I will always flag that shit on Instagram. If I ever see Keanu Reeves coming up with my hashtag Baba Yaga, I'm like, don't show this for this hashtag. God damn it. God damn it. But I mean, like, that's an option, you know? People always say that Baba Yaga's got a crooked nose. Like a gonzo.
Oh, gosh.
Are you in the Mary Lou reason?
Yes,
routes?
I'm going for the Mary Lloyd. Yeah.
Mary Lloyd. I mean, is Gonzo good with his words? Would he be like a good epic rap battler?
I think he could. I mean, maybe. Oh, I know. He'll have some help. He'll have some very, very clear, noticeable help here in just a second.
Doesn't Camilla like backup singing?
Camilla literally is just a chicken and will balk.
I thought like there were times where she was a backup singer, like in
yes,
the Muppet Show.
But she'll balk in her backup singing. Absolutely.
Yeah, sometimes I do too when I'm a backup singer. Okay, don't judge people on their level of singing. Okay.
No judgments here.
No judgment. This is a judgment-free zone.
Absolutely.
What's Camilla doing in this?
Camilla's just sitting on top of the horse skull.
Oh yes, there we go. That's great help.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Everyone's very excited to see Camilla now. Yeah.
Good. I'm glad I could make people happy with Gonzo's weird chicken girlfriend.
I think this is like a level of Muppet lore that I don't think anyone was fully prepared to go down to see a fucking horse skull on top of Gonzo's head.
I kind of feel like Jim would have been cool with it, though.
Are you sure? Because it's a skull on top of Gonzo's head.
Jim Henson did he did like the Dark Crystal. He did like other stuff.
Okay, fair.
He did a pig that was like way too handsy with like all of the guests on his show.
Kat would like to know, is that Fozzie in the back?
That is absolutely Fozzie bringing up the caboose on this Mary Lloyd.
Yes! Shannon knew it was Fozzie because of the little hat.
Yes.
Muppet babies will make your dreams come true.
I would love to tell the story because I heard it some time ago. Frank Oz, who did the voice of Gonzo, and I think he did Gonzo, but he did a bunch of Muppets voices. I mean, chiefly among them Yoda. But, yeah. So, Frank Oz, he worked so closely and was really good friends with Jim Henson that it was Ernie. It was Ernie what he did. So for Frank, Jim had asked him to help him out with something for just like some pose references, but for some reason, like he needed like nude poses for it. So Frank wasn't like weirded out by it, but he's like, "Oh, okay, all right, I'll help you with this pose reference." So he took a bunch of photos with him, just a bunch of nude photos with Frank Oz, and then Jim used those photos and like made a viewfinder, like it made a full-sized puppet of Ernie with the eyes hollowed out. So you'd look inside of it, and it was all the nude photos that he'd taken of Frank Oz, and he gifted that to Frank for his birthday.
Oh my god!
And, like, he told this story for like Jim's eulogy is what Frank was doing for it. And, like, oh man, he had that audience rolling just telling that story. Like,
okay, so we're all right with the skull head on top of Gonzo's head. Okay,
yeah,
right.
I think Jim Henson he would have thought this was hilarious. I think he was into some funny stuff. Like he was a prankster for sure.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this wouldn't have been a problem for him.
I mean, the Candy Cane knows that often. That I knew you were trying to go with that, but I thought like something else. Because
gotcha.
I mean, in A Muppet Christmas Carol, he's kind of like an observer character. Who else would be like a good judgment, like kind of a bad guy? Other than, like, somebody who's kind of more one of those observer characters, who's kind of watching the story from the background.
Well, I mean, obviously Patrick Stewart was Ebenezer Scrooge in that
Excuse you, he was in his shoe in the X-Men A Christmas Special.
Oh, I'm sorry. We've already used Sir Patrick Stewart. Can't reuse Patty Stew for anything else. Pardon me. How careless of me.
Oh my gosh. You know, people bringing a lot of Krampus traditions back in this local area. I would love to bring the Mary Lou the tradition.
God. Yeah, Mary Lloyd would be really
Mary
fun
Lloyd.
for that.
Mary Lloyd. One of these days I'm going to say it right. I'm sorry, Rowan, wherever you may are, hearing me butcher the names. I'm so bad at Welsh. I'm even worse when it comes to Irish.
Okay, but a lot of people who like the Welsh understand that no one is good at Welsh except for them. Like I think they will be more forgiving, hopefully.
Yeah, I could. But another reason why I was thinking the Mary Lloyd for this one, Mary Lou.
Mary Lloyd, you got it right.
Oh my God, I did.
You got it right, and then you second guessed yourself.
Mary Lloyd, because they're always singing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it would be funny.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad that you put Camilla on there. That she's helping up. She's helping out.
Absolutely.
Jana says, but not a real horse skull because sad.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't know.
I mean that's a Muppet skull. That's what it is. That skull
It's
is
made out of
sentient.
foam.
It's made out of foam. That skull is another like Muppet character themselves. For like spooky Halloween scenes that just got repurposed.
I mean, to be fair, in A Muppet Christmas Carol, they did do some spooky stuff.
They did.
Yeah, like the Death Muppet was in there. That was pretty scary.
Yeah.
And Jim Henson's like storyteller, like legit creepy.
Yeah.
Oh, if you've never seen the Storyteller series from Jim Henson, do yourself a favor, and it's so good. I need to buy it again and rewatch it because it's one of my literal favorite things in the whole entire world. Like I could always watch that series. I've retold those stories so many times just because they're some of my favorite fairy tales. But oh my God, they're so good. So who are they singing to? Like you've given yourself the space. Are they singing to a Kermie? Are they singing to a Miss Piggy?
Who are they singing to? That is an excellent question. Let's... Oh, gosh. Oh, there's so many Muppets I could choose from right now. It's like choosing a favorite child.
There's a... Okay, we were talking about this. The creature that shall not be named. That's your favorite? That I have to use emojis for now?
Bosco.
Yes!
Because he's not Fozzie. Fozzie's already involved in this.
Yes.
We could go with Bosco.
I know you love a Bosco, and you draw an amazing Bosco.
Goddamn love Bosco.
So, we found out... Oh, Stadler and Waldorf!
Oh, they would be perfect.
Oh,
yes.
Erase
okay.
your art!
Okay. Redoing.
Great job, Kat. Thank you. Oh. They talk about outsassing. They would always outsass you.
Absolutely.
They would have to give up and go to the next house.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Yes. Okay, so talking about bears, but we're not allowed to talk about bears.
You said the name.
We don't talk about bears.
Oh, jeez.
Well, I shared this because I found out about this Finnish bear spirit called Otko, and it's like it's this beautiful like guardian, king of the forest. It's basically a bear with antlers and things growing out of its back, and it's so fucking cool. You think of like the guardian spirit or the spirit of the forest from Princess Mononoke, but what if a bear? It's so cool. But in that too, they were talking about how like it's been a long-standing tradition where bears aren't actually called bears, and that the actual original word for bears is lost to history. No one knows what the original word for bear is. Like even bear is kind of like a placeholder. All of those are just placeholders for like, oh, the one who loves honey or this or that. Like even like Arco, like nope, we don't say that. Like And so I was joking around with a friend of like, you know, we use the word bear now, and it's become like, even though it's a placeholder, it's still not the original word for a bear, but we use it so much now. Maybe it's the ultimate safe word. Or maybe just to be safe, we should start using the bear emoji instead of actually calling them bears. And now that's my new thing. Like, I have to use the bear emoji instead of, because we can't call them by their names. Yeah. Otherwise, that will invite them into your home.
Absolutely.
And they will murder you.
And you will have a bear attack.
You will have a bear attack.
I am so curious about that movie, Cocaine Bear, though. Like, I want to know more. I need to see this movie.
We got Shanna in the chat saying, I used to watch the Muppet Show with Jim Henson called Jim Henson's Mother Goose Stories. Oh, I did too. The human Muppets used to scare me. Yeah, they were a little weird. Shanna, I almost feel it was a fever dream because nobody remembers that 90s show. Well, I'm part of that fever dream because I remember it. I watched that too. Yes, like Velez, who is a Slavic a deity who's like the king of the forest, connected with like bears and different animal like creatures, and the king of the forest. But it's Osko, I believe is his name. I have to double check. I just found out about it. But he's Finnish. Very cool. Very, very cool. But man, bears are so cool.
Bears are
like
cool.
Yeah.
All right, there's my shitty Waldorf and Statler.
No, that's really good. It's really, really good. They're like, oh! Actually, they're not.
Kibitzing.
They're not. They're just kind of following along because they just want to judge them too.
Yeah,
they're actually the real like villains in this.
They just want to see if anybody else can defeat the Mary Lloyd.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Number 8.
Number
this is great.
8. Okay, number 8 is
Our baby bee!
Our kitty Beatrice is going... Well, clearly she's the Yule Cat.
Yes!
Oh my gosh.
We have to have the Yule Cat.
Such a good photo.
We've drawn some pictures, and I just thought we'd have to show off our beautiful kitty so everyone can admire her. Will you put her in the corner, please?
Yes, I wanted to leave her up for as long as possible.
Oh, because even though nobody puts baby in a corner, I wanted everyone to be able to admire our beautiful kitty as much as possible. Because she's sitting under my little desk here next to me. That's her new favorite spot while we do stream.
Bee is the Yule Cat, very clearly.
Yes!
So if you're not given new clothes this Christmas, Bee's going to come and eat you.
I believe that, it's an Icelandic tradition as well, that there is a giant cat who, yes, if you do not receive clothing for Christmas, the Yule Cat will come and eat you. Just murder you, eat you, gobble you right up. So you may have to make sure that you receive at least an article of clothing for Christmas. Ken's already got me taken care of. He got me the coolest Viking Snuggie.
It is really cool.
Oh my gosh. The company, which is right here.
Lunified.
Oh my god, Lunified. Not sponsored by Lunified, but hey, if they want to. Lunified sells some really, really cool stuff. It's like covered in runes. My friend John, who I was talking to about bears earlier, he has one and he called it the Viking Snuggie, and I'm like, I can't call it anything other than that now. It's like wearing a giant blanket. So very nice and cozy, well protected from the Yule Cat. We every single year, I always give Ken, like, we've been doing the Yule Cat tradition for a while now. I think ever since we started dating. I always made sure to get you an article of clothing.
Yeah.
Most years, and I already spilled the beans earlier, so I'm not actually ruining anything this year, because I'm really terrible with surprises.
You've already gotten me another pair of bee socks. Like,
there's another company, Divvy Up.
Divvy Up, yes.
Yeah, and also not sponsored by them, but hey, if you want to.
They will print your pet's face on a pair of socks for you.
And it's like $25.
Yeah,
it's not that bad.
Reasonable.
And they do really good quality, and they've got lots of different sizes for like people who've got like big Viking feet, big Viking Danish feet.
You try to say something about
or if you've got like tiny little German feet like I do, it doesn't matter. Like they do different sizing and stuff, and it's really nice quality. But yeah, you just basically upload a picture of your pet, or you can even do people if you're gonna be a weirdo about it.
If you want to be a weirdo, sure.
Oh, I love our baby. Oh, meow meow. Oh. I just wanted to see you draw our beautiful kitty. But yes, I usually like to give Ken a pair of Beatrice socks every single year, so that way he too will be protected from the Yule Cat.
Yes, the Yule Cat will not murder me in my sleep.
Exactly. We got in the chat. Shanna says, I think this might be my most favorite drawing so far. Shanna, cat, oh my god, this rocks. Shanna, a good death. Yes.
Yes, very much so.
From the Yule Cat. Who's that comedian?
Flula Borg.
Yeah, he's so funny. Like,
yes.
And when he came onto, what was it?
He was on Conan talking about Frau Perchta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's just the way he talks about it, he's like, yeah, like Christmas in Germany and like through most of Europe, it's more of a fear-based holiday. It's about getting kids in line and making sure that they are good. I haven't told this story yet, but I want to tell this story because it's one of my favorite stories to tell. But my own Opa, because again, I'm German. My Opa did dress up like Krampus in his home village when he was a young man. And this is very rural, like when you think old world, very small farming community. And so all of the adults would come together every year and decide, okay, so this kid, and this kid's kind of a little piece of shit. So they're going to be the ones who are selected to be kidnapped by Krampus this year. And one of the adults would basically volunteer. My Opa told me, like, the year that he did it, he dressed up like in a big cloak, and he had chains and the bells, and he had a big basket, and he stuffed socks full of leaves, dried leaves, so they looked like severed legs, and had those hanging out of the basket, and he clambered across the town, the little village. And, like, the parents, because they were all in on it, they let him into the house, and he legit, like, I think he got, like, 3 kids that year in a sack and dragged their asses all the way out in the middle of the night to a cave that's just right outside of their village. And he had a fire there, and he's like, oh, I have to go sharpen my knives for my lovely meal, and basically just left them there. And he did keep an eye on them, because, wolves and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
But, so he just kept an eye on them. But when they basically all did the walk of shame, coming back into the village as the sun rising, and everyone knew that they were the ones that were taken by Krampus that year. Yeah. There's another story when my Opa dressed up like Krampus, but I'll save that one for later. Yeah. But, yes. He would always keep a switch in front of the door when we would go over to his house. Geez. It's a birch switch. Yeah, he'd always make sure it was birch.
Fun factoid as well. Our first Christmas together, I dressed up as Krampus for you as well.
Oh, I was going to say that.
Oh, but that was the next story for later?
Oh, no, but yes and no. Oh, okay. But yes, Ken did dress up like Krampus, and his mask that he made of Krampus, it hangs on our wall very proudly. I have very fond memories of that. And one day, I'll dress up like Krampus again.
I would love to. I've got ideas for how to make the mask even better for next time.
Well, there might be an opportunity, but I'll tell you about it later, okay?
Okay, all right.
We got Shanna, 'cause wolves and stuff. 'Cause wolves and stuff. I mean, it was very rural out there. They were living out in the sticks. Yeah. Oh, the baby. Oh, the baby. I am ready with the next number right now. Okay. Whenever you are, like, I like that she's got a sock with her,
Oh, I forgot the...
Oh,
I drew it, and then I forgot it, and then I just got so focused on doing justice to B that I totally forgot. Well, this, admittedly, this is you can see her picture. I don't need to get her coloring just right.
I think she's beautiful and she's perfect. She will come and murder you if you don't get clothing for Christmas.
I put on this cheese. Okay. Yes, absolutely.
Shanna says it's easy to be distracted by B.
That's fair.
It's very easy.
Okay, yeah. What's our next number?
Number 7 if we haven't done it already.
7. We've already done 7.
Panic! We did 2...
Okay.
5?
5? Let's do number 5. Professor Oak is a judgmental bastard.
He is.
Okay.
Especially OG.
Oh, God, yeah.
This is why I grabbed this picture in particular, because this is OG Professor Oak. Okay. Who will judge you if you don't fill out your Pokedex?
What's Oak's Christmas Sona? All right. Jeez. Oak. Professor Oak's Christmas Sona. All right, okay. I'm making it happen.
Okay. What do you got in mind?
I'm thinking he's going to be a straight Krampus.
You gonna be a straight Krampus?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, you could also just draw him like in with some other Pokemon, just like with like pretending to be a Santa Claus. but like he's got instead of some coal, he's got like
He's got some roly-poly.
He's got a roly-poly, yeah. You draw Professor Oak with a roly-poly and like dressed up like Santa Claus.
God. No, this is finally his excuse to just give Gary that comeuppance he deserves for being a little shit.
I have... Okay. We're doing number 4 next, because we're looking at the time.
Okay.
And I want to make sure, because there's a few that I really want to do.
I mean, that's fair.
Oh, God, there's so many good ones! Okay, go through this one fast, because I want to
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, okay.
No, you take your time, you draw. I'm just being silly. Oh, but there's so many good ones. We have to do number 9 and number 1.
I feel like Professor Oak merged himself with a Pokemon for this one to turn himself into.
Oh my God! Like the Alolan one. Do you remember that?
Oh God, yeah. Samson Oak, who was just Professor Oak but more tan with a mullet.
And he would actually morph into Pokemon as he was talking.
What?
You don't know this?
Was this from the anime? Because I
yes!
never okay, I didn't watch the anime.
I did.
All right.
I had to watch the anime.
You were watching an 8-year-old.
Yes, and I watched the anime. And he would, when he's talking, he would morph into different Pokemon.
Oh God, that's a little frightening.
Maybe that's a Professor Oak thing. Maybe that's a thing now that they can just do.
Yes. If your name is Oak and you're a Pokemon professor, you can transform.
I mean, if he's related to Gary, there might be just a little bit of asshole in the bloodline. Just a little bit.
Let's readjust this just a touch, because I didn't give myself enough room.
I like that this also could be like a Swamp Thing, or this is like his Hulk out version.
It was kind of getting some Hulk vibes just from the ripped clothes, yeah.
I mean, again, he will judge you.
Absolutely.
OG Professor Oak. Did you see that picture, everybody?
Yeah.
He will judge you.
You didn't show up on time, you're not getting one of the 3 starters.
Yeah, you get this, leftover Pikachu.
You get this shitty Pikachu that won't listen to anybody.
No. It won't stay in their Pokeball.
No.
Nope. But, congrats on when you get it to level 99, when you're finally 18, 30 years later. Did you hear that?
Yes, the Ash is finally allowed to turn 18. It's only taken 25 years.
Yeah, 25 years to turn 18 years old.
Yeah.
Started off when he was 12?
10.
10, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the timeline for Pokemon for aging. Now we've got numbers. Now we can actually do a true theory on aging in Pokemon in the real world.
We could. Oh my God.
Hey.
Get Matt Pat on the horn.
Rachel, welcome.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us. We are doing spooky versions of other characters with spooky Christmas themes. Right now we're doing your favorite Pokemon.
That thing you totally know everything about.
I love Professor Oak as a straight up Krampus.
It's solid. I'm liking where I'm going with this.
Oh, is he going to be like Swashbuck with the horns?
Sawsbuck?
Sawsbuck.
Gotcha.
I didn't say Swashbuck.
Sawsbuck. I was just going for Krampus horns. I wasn't thinking like weather-based, seasonal-based horns.
We've been playing a lot of Pokemon lately. Sorry, everybody. It's a lot of what we're doing.
A lot of Scarlet and Violet.
It's been a lot of fun.
It has been.
But OG Oak, he will totally judge the shit out of you. And just any sort of good fear-based Christmas holiday, they're judging you.
Mm-hmm.
They are judging your actions. Did you spin enough flax this year? Because if you didn't, you will die. You will just be straight up murdered.
I'm going to feed you to Giovanni.
Okay, I've got a plan now of numbers that we gotta do. I'm gonna write it down because there are certain ones we have to do before the end of tonight. Okay?
Okay.
Because
I'm making good headway on this Oak and Krampus.
So we're gonna do it like this. I'm gonna write down these numbers because we have to get to these.
Okay.
Yeah. We absolutely have to.
No ifs, no buts, no cocoa nuts.
Yeah.
Oh God, what was that phrase? If wishes and butts were candies and nuts, then we'd all have a Merry Christmas.
Yes. Or ifs and buts were candies and nuts.
Wishes and butts, ifs and nuts. I think it's interchangeable. I think both work.
I've heard... The one I heard was from the Slammin' Salmon.
Oh my God.
No, that's a name you haven't heard in a long time.
No, I haven't thought about that movie in ages.
Oh, Shiza, we have to do that one too. Well, okay. I don't know. Chance, if you're watching, let me know. Because Chance was the only person that got to me with a request. And so, Chance, if you're watching, please let me know. Because if you are watching, then we're going to make sure we do yours while we're on stream. But we still got... Oh, why did I write that down twice?
I don't know.
Why did I write it down twice, Kenji?
I can't help you with that. I'm sorry.
All
right. This Professor Oak also only comes out if you don't do any work in completing your Pokedex. He gets
Nice.
very cross.
Nice. Christopher Cross?
Yes. He will sail away on your ass.
Sail away, sail away,
That is a
sail away.
very different song.
These are words that are just coming out of my mouth right now. Oh, I love it!
All right, there's our Crimmas, our Krampus Professor Oak.
That's very good.
Oh,
you did a great job. You sometimes I throw like weird things at you, and you're like, "How will I make it blend?" You made it blend.
I like blending things. What can I say? Let's make up a pina colada next.
Number 4.
Number 4. All right.
Yeah, we have to do this one.
Okay. Number 4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh yes, Loki. Okay.
Now you just straight Krampus.
So who's Loki gonna be? What's his terrible Christmas Sona?
I mean, it could just be Loki.
It could be. I
also
mean,
judges you.
Santa is just like a version of Odin, so it would make sense that Loki would just be himself.
I mean, he's a shapeshifter.
It's true.
He's a trickster.
He could be another Mary Lloyd.
He could be a lot of things.
He could be.
I mean, when you think of like all of those types of characters, shapeshifters are you seeing where I'm seeing?
Shapeshifter. I'm not sure where you're leading on that, unfortunately.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, What are your thoughts? What are you thinking initially?
I thought you had an idea that you were going to tell me. I'm so lost now. I'm so lost. Panic!
No, I thought you had an idea, and so I wanted to hear it out first before I'm like, do this!
I'm not sure how I'm gonna take our evil Christmas Loki.
Well, okay, so there's a number of different directions you could take a Christmas Loki.
Is he shapeshifted into Mariah Carey? Or no, is he George Michaels? He shapeshifted into George Michaels and he's the reason for Whamageddon?
Do not make everybody lose Whamageddon tonight while watching stream. We cannot do that to her.
You have to listen to the real Wham's Last Christmas for it to work. It can't be a cover.
So us singing it would be a cover?
Yes, us singing it would be considered a cover, and you would not lose Whamageddon tonight if we were to sing it.
Okay. God, I had it and now I lost it because then I got distracted. My brain. Well, we were talking about Yule lads.
We were.
We talked about Grisilla. We haven't talked about Grisilla.
No, I don't.
She's an Icelandic witch who just eats babies.
Oh my god.
Hraphersta. We've talked a lot about her. We've talked about Baba Yaga, but these are more ladies. But again,
I mean,
Loki can do whatever the hell he wants.
Yeah, he can.
I mean, if there was anyone who would be associated with horses, it would be Loki.
It's true.
You've already did the Mary Lou, Sue.
Mary Lloyd?
Yes.
Names are hard. I don't fault you for any of that.
I was just thinking of like a trickstery little elf. Like you think of elf
like
from
a Gretchen?
Like like a Gretchen.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like a little demonic little elf who's a little shapeshifter.
I'm absolutely leaning into the George Michaels bit though for Whamageddon. Like, I'm sorry, that idea was too good for me not to do.
He can be anything.
He could be
anything because he's a shapeshifter.
Absolutely.
I think you might want to save it for somebody else, but it's okay. It's okay. You
for the George Michaels bit, or
yeah, but it's okay. You do whatever the heck you want to do. We may not get to that one before the end of stream, anyways. That's okay, and that's
who
okay.
knows?
Yeah, I mean, you could literally do anything.
It's true.
Like, they'll make your dreams come true.
Some more Muppet Babies. How many Muppet Babies did you put into our stream tonight?
None. No, there's no other Muppets.
Okay.
I
all
promise. Rachel says, I'm feeling much better, just coughing. Good. I'm so glad to hear that. Are you still testing positive, or how are you on the other side? So glad to hear that your people are feeling better. We've had a few people who are in our friends list that have been under the weather and been feeling kind of sick, and I'm so glad you guys are feeling better. I'm worried about our friends. Oh my God, this is beautiful. Okay, I'm glad that you didn't back down from like this. Just continue to go with the this
smaller. Because that's kind of a big hand.
Because whoops all Lokis.
Hands are hard. Yes, that too.
I was also, that's who I was thinking of, was Herr Rupert, because he's like the assistant to Santa Claus.
Yes.
Which is like the assistant to Odin, because he's like the blood brother, and he's also the mischief maker. But most people don't know what Herr Rupert looks like as a. I mean, he just looks like a little mousy man with a sack.
Kind of has like a similar look to Santa in all the art I've seen of him.
No, he's just like a little guy. He's just like a little guy.
Like, just in like kind of the Santa attire kind of stuff.
Kind of. He's just a little guy. You know, I mean, he's just a little guy.
Okay, he's just a little guy. Clearly,
he's just a little guy.
Nice Christmas cape.
Christmas cape.
Yes.
So majestic.
So majestic.
So majestic. Because Herr Rupert in German traditions, he's just like the little Santa assistant to Santa Claus, and he he also punishes kids too, like if they've been real shitheads. But he just looks like a normal person, and like, I mean, he's just a little guy.
He's just a little guy, clearly. He's just a little guy.
He's a little guy. I can't. I'm doing a terrible job describing him now too. I think he's got like bells on him.
Yeah, like a little Santa outfit.
Sure, why not? Whatever. I give up. It's just our little guy.
This is a little guy.
It's just our little guy.
It's just our little guy.
Shanna says he kind of looks like Ronald McDonald right now.
I can get that. I'm trying to go for that like 1980s Wham like mullet that George Michaels had. So yes, I can understand how that looks very Ronald McDonald.
God, I wish that you would say this for a different character.
How am I supposed to know?
I know you don't know, and I can't. Okay, you know what? You know what, Ken? You know what I'd like for you to do?
Yeah.
Is I would like you, when you're done with this, scooch him over to the side, then open up number 12, and then add this friend next to this friend. That's how we're going to do this. Okay?
All right.
All right.
Give him that big, like, Farrah Fawcett feathered kind of mullet.
Yeah.
That good old George Michaels had.
Oh my gosh. He's just our little guy.
He's just our little guy.
He's just our little guy. Just our little guy.
God.
Like, hey Stephanie, tell people about the like traditions of Germany. Okay, he's just our little guy. Just a little guy. What does he look like? I don't know. Just an average, like normal, average funny, weird looking guy.
What does anybody look like? He's Joe Pesci. Okay.
He's just our little guy. He helps Santa, I guess. Saint Nicholas, excuse me. They don't have Santa Claus. He's Saint Nicholas.
Oh, goodness.
Oh my gosh. And you go far back enough, it's Odin.
Yes.
Oh man, this is beautiful. This is a Christmas tradition. Like, You need to, like, forget the elf on the shelf.
Oh, gosh.
Like, throw the Loki on the,
Loki on a pokey? And from Gumby? Yes, Loki on a pokey. It just Gumby, he's riding that orange horse from Gumby.
On baloney.
Yes.
Wow, this is great. He also's got Lion-O hair. Like, I could also see Lion-O hair.
That feathered mullet, yes, absolutely. That was a mainstay in the 80s.
Thunder! Thundercats! Meow!
Nice.
Oh, man. Yeah, you're just gonna have to do number 12 right after this and add them to this this with Loki.
All right.
This is just how we're gonna have to do it. This is the only way to make it work. Oh my gosh.
80s Loki. God. I'm really loving what I'm doing here.
This is very beautiful.
Thank you.
They need to have a Christmas special now for the Thor series.
Yes.
Like, instead of awkward roommates shorts, we need our Christmas special for the Thor and Thor characters.
Thor's roommate, Daryl.
I totally forgot about that until we rewatched them on Disney Plus. Is that a fanny pack?
Yes, it is.
Oh wow!
I'm going whole hog for that. The wham.
Because of where your hand is, it almost looked like a diaper. I'm like, what are you doing?
No.
What are you doing?
No, I'm not giving him a diaper.
Now looking at my phone, it's beautiful. What you have done
you.
is absolutely beautiful. That cape, oh, that is majestic.
Gotta give him that good Christmas cloak.
Good Christmas cloak.
All right, there's my Loki George Michaels.
Okay.
For his Christmas Sona.
Now will you scooch him off to the side? and open up number 12 and then add that friend to this friend.
Number 12. All right.
Yeah.
Let's hide that for a second just so we can. Oh God! Oh God!
That was the request from
Chance. Yeah.
Cars from
JoJo's. All
yes.
Right. Oh,
look at this beautiful man, and everyone just take a moment to admire this beautiful man.
All right, Cars will absolutely be the.
That's why.
Because he had the one of his. So
Whammoo.
Cars is a vampire, which is a whole nother level, being a vampire. But like they had like AC/DC, except it was ECDC. Was like if you say it quick enough. And Whammoo was the other vampire.
These are names of these characters.
These are names because God. There's a reason why JoJo's has taken like 30 years to come stateside is because Prince finally died.
He's still alive, Ken. How dare you?
Can't make claims from beyond the grave or from what he pretends to be his grave.
From his resort island.
Yes, okay.
Now you know why he needs to be with Loki in this picture.
Cars will totally be off to the side with our George Michaels Loki.
Yes.
Oh, gosh.
It's the same kind of energy.
Okay.
It's the same kind of energy.
With his fucking unicorn horn.
Yes. I forgot about the unicorn horn.
All right, Christmas Cars it is.
Christmas Cars. And Whammoo. Whammoo. I'm sorry for all the references that people probably have no idea what the hell we're talking about. This is not our little guy.
No, Cars is not a little guy.
He's a big old man.
He's a big old man who's floating in space and losing his mind.
Oh yeah, I guess he would still be, yeah.
The way Iraqi ended part 2 was that Joseph got really lucky and had a volcano yeet Cars into space, where he just floated for an eternity and just the light of thought left his brain because there was nothing to do.
So let me rewind a little bit for everybody at home. There is a weird show that we like to call JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It's an anime,
bizarre.
And it's pretty bizarre. This is the second season of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and it just continues to get more and more bizarre.
Yes.
And this one, there are a group of vampires who are a weird race. Pillarmen, but that's a different conversation. It's too much to say in this one conversation.
They hibernated in pillars of stone. There we go.
Because that's, I guess, what vampires do, which is not too different than what Anne Rice was saying, but that's a different conversation. But these Pillarmen vampires who are just very beefalicious men.
Oh, yes, very beefalicious.
Just wearing little thongs, showing off all of their beautiful muscles, who were named after 80s bands back in prehistoric times. AC/DC,
Yes.
Cars, and Wham.
Oh, let's not forget Santana.
And Santana,
Yes.
Prehistoric times, named Santana. And their leader, Cars, just really wanted to find the goal for immortality, which just so happens to be in this pretty stone that just so happens to be around the neck of one of our main characters. And he manages to get it at the end, and he gets immortality. He can basically absorb life from just about anything, including
Transform
the
into
sun.
anything he wants. Yeah, yep.
And so he gets that power, and everyone's like, oh shit, he can literally destroy anything. He can't be allowed to exist, but how can we stop him? We don't have any way of stopping him. Enter Ken's description of our main character, Joseph Joestar, Jojo, who jumps into a boiling
Fucking
lava volcano, and he just shoots him off into space.
Uses a magic stone to, like, improve his, like, whatever, like, magic breathing superpower that lets him focus his energy really, really good, and then just, yeets him into space.
And that's how the story ends, which is pretty ridiculous and pretty bizarre. And it was really funny, and I laughed the whole entire time, of, like, this very beefy, very grumpy man named Cars, just floating in space, being like, my life sucks. I can't die now. This sucks.
Yeah.
This really sucks. I'm frozen and stuck in space for all of eternity.
Yeah.
Maybe,
I didn't think this through.
Maybe like a Sailor Moon, he can eventually be found and brought back. I guess you could say that about Marvel, because nobody really truly dies in anime. And
I mean,
I was waiting for when Araki was going to bring Cars back.
The only people who actually die in pop culture are named Ben Parker and Thomas and Martha Wayne.
Like, you guys don't understand. They're forever dead.
As long as you're not mad at the Pearly Gates by Ben Parker, I think you have a good chance of coming back to life.
Yeah. This is beautiful, what you're drawing.
Thank
I know
you.
this is just a straight up Cars.
At the moment, I've not Krampusized him, as it were.
Yeah, gave him a Christmas Sona, a Krampus Sona.
We're getting there.
Yeah.
I just want to get, like, the fanny pack and the pose down right.
Yeah, absolutely. When you think of Christmas baddies, I think fanny packs.
Absolutely.
We're gonna make this a new tradition. Yeah. We're just gonna strap some fanny packs and bells and chains onto our Krampuses.
Turn him into a leather daddy, all right.
Oh, no.
He's already German, let's go for it.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
No.
It's just our little guy.
It's a little guy. It's just a little guy.
He's
There's
just our
nothing wrong
little
with just
guy.
being a little guy.
He's just our little
He's just a little guy. Here,
Oh, my gosh.
I know how I'm going to Christmatize, because
Are you gonna add a star to that horn?
No, I'm doing the thing that every douchebag does and wear a mistletoe belt buckle on his fanny pack. That's how we make him more Crimmas for Crimmas Cars.
You know, I never understood like the idea, like the tradition of kissing under the mistletoe.
Yeah.
Like, it's poisonous. Like, the god Balder was murdered because of mistletoe. Like, mistletoe's not something that should be like, it's a fucking infectious plant. It's like takes over and kills other trees. Like, if it grows in the wild, it can kill fucking trees. It's an obnoxious weed.
Okay, you know.
But definitely smooch.
Definitely.
Smooches.
It's that whole
for
life death
poison.
thing, you know. There's a lot
guess.
that goes into it. Sure.
I guess you could say life, death, and rebirth through smooches and like laughing at Baldur's death. That was the reason why Frigga couldn't bring him back, because not everyone would cry. Loki refused to cry.
Because Loki thought it was funny. He was the one who gave him the hemlock, wasn't he? Or not hemlock, but
It was mistletoe.
Mistletoe, excuse me, yeah.
He didn't give it to him.
Oh.
He didn't do it. He poisoned the arrow that his
That's
brother,
right. That's right.
who was blind. We've got... Oh, hey, Ashley, thanks for joining. Oh no, there is a character that's forever dead in My Hero Academia.
Oh,
I can't
okay.
remember her name, but I screamed. One of the villains.
I haven't gotten to her to that arc yet. Then I guess.
Spoilers.
Okay. Well, there we go. There's our Loki George Michaels with our Christmas cars.
I really love this. I really love this. Will you make this our Christmas card that we send to our loved ones?
I'm sure they would be thrilled to receive this.
Yeah, this would be a nice new Christmas tradition.
Oh my gosh, yes. It's perfect. All right.
Number 9.
Number 9. All right, who's our number 9? Oh God. Crimmas Mothman, hell yeah.
I mean, we're doing more beefy men.
We're more beefy men, why not?
More beefy men, Kenji.
That booty.
We gotta honor the Christmas, the most missed Christmas of traditions. Mothman's booty.
Mothman sneaking down your chimney, giving you presents.
Yes. We've got Rachel. So I was right all along about mistletoe being poison. Yes, it's poisonous. It's very, like, if you buy it, they say, like, there's usually warnings. And I used to sell it at the different plant nurseries I used to work at. Like, by the way, this is poisonous. Please do not, like, if you do touch it, like, outside of the plastic, make sure you wash your hands immediately or wear gloves or something. Because we always have to warn people about the mistletoe. It's not that poisonous, but we always try to, like, make sure to warn people, you know, like, if you're handling you or anything else that's considered poisonous, they're like, make sure you wash your hands, please. We've got Arthur matching fanny packs for the win. Yeah. We've got Ashley. I can give the context that it's the trans female villain. I'm struggling to find her. From My Hero Academia.
I'm not caught up enough on it. Like, I've only watched, like, season 2 of the anime. You just saw what I'm drawing?
Yes. You did your Mariah Carey too soon.
I clearly.
I mean, is this like I caught mommy kissing Santa Claus?
No, this is Mothman is Santa, but he can't get down your chimney because he's just too dummy thick.
There is a Krampus, the Lady Krampus, who punishes men.
That's right.
Yeah, like I was trying to give Ken lots of different ideas of things he could do for tonight. But I love everything you're doing. You're absolutely amazing. You're doing fantastic.
Thank you.
And this is art, Ken.
Thank you.
This is art.
This is art.
Mm-hmm. No one actually knew that it's actually Mothman that delivers presents. I mean, how else do you think he's supposed to get it to everyone's house? Like,
exactly.
A fucking sleigh? No, it's with those moth wings, obviously.
Clearly. Flying through the night on Christmas Eve.
Bouncing from roof to roof off those butt cheeks.
Oh, God. Yes.
We've got, Arthur saying, I think that's My Hero Academia spoilers for some.
I'm not far enough to have any idea what's been discussed for that already, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert for everybody. I've only overwatched a couple of episodes with you, and it gets weird. It gets real weird.
I just haven't caught up with it yet because, I want to pay attention to it, and just while I'm doing art, like, I'll put on a show while I'm arting, just so that I can just have some background noise, and like, I can't listen to something that's like too enthralling, or I'm going to ignore my art. Like, it has to be just entertaining enough to like just have on in the background, but not like distract me. So yeah, that's why I haven't caught up on it.
We got Rachel. When we did hang in school, we used fake mistletoe. Yeah, a lot of people do. Mistletoe doesn't actually grow too much here. I think there's a lot of bans on it because it's a very invasive species. The Azerbaijani cooking shows that I watch on YouTube, they have a lot of trees in their own spaces that have mistletoe growing. And they actually feed it to their cattle.
Oh,
so it's not that poisonous as people think it is. It's like they definitely decorate with it. They definitely use a lot of mistletoe, like how how it became a tradition. It's just the reason why mistletoe is usually associated with it with the holidays has nothing to do with the tradition of or the story of Balder being killed with the poisoned arrow, poisoned by mistletoe. And actually, it's just because at this time of the year you can find it. It's evergreen, and like most evergreen foliage is really easy to find when everything else is like your trees are empty. And like I said, it's an invasive species, so it'll grow on the side of trees. So all the leaves have dropped on most of your trees. It's really easy, like, oh, that's where all the mistletoe is, and you rip it all out. Otherwise, it could kill those trees. Yeah. So that usually at this time of the year, they're ripping all the mistletoe out of their trees to try to save them from this invasive species. Yeah. And then people are like, oh, I guess I decorate with it because it's evergreen. It's pretty, and the little white berries. Just don't eat them.
just don't eat. Just don't eat them.
Yeah.
You're in for a bad time if you do.
Yeah. Please don't do that. We got Ashley saying, sorry, I just finished season 5 and I'm just buzzing, waiting to watch season 6 with my best friend, because the dub isn't on Hulu yet. God, what season did you leave off on?
Yeah, I'm still in the middle of the start of season 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not very far.
Yeah, it gets weird.
A little bit. I mean, what anime doesn't?
Okay. I'm gonna need you to go all the way back because there's a guy who has tape for an elbow. You can't just say, oh, things are weird when there's literally a guy with tape for an elbow. Like, I don't know I don't know what you need to be on in order to get that. This almost, like, the roof that you drew almost looks like a Snoopy roof.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
Oh, no. But with that
that beautiful booty.
This is art.
This is art.
This is art.
This is Mothman struggling to deliver presents down a chimney because his booty's just too thick.
Okay. I'm looking at our last few ones. Okay. I think we got time for 2 more, but I'd love for you to spend a little bit more time on number 10.
Okay. All right.
And then finish on 1. Yeah. 10, and spend a lot of time on 10, And then 1, I think, will just be really funny, the way to end it. There we go. But this is our Christmas card.
This is our Christmas card.
This is our Christmas card. You guys are all going to regret telling us about Mothman's booty. You're always going to always regret.
You said number 10?
I want you to do number 10.
Okay.
And then we'll end on number 1.
Okay.
But take your time on number 10.
Oh, God.
Yay!
Oh, God.
You thought I would give you a Christmas one without giving you a granny?
Any sort of,
I'm giving you so many options for different grannies.
What was her name? I'm spacing.
She's the grandma from
Courage the Cowardly Dog. It just, I remember her husband was Eustace, but I can't remember her name.
I have to look it up because now I'm forgetting it too.
Nerd. I'm a bad millennial now.
Well, I'm forgetting it too. I actually had to do the Google search of Grandma from Courage the Cowardly Dog. People remember in the chat before I can Google it. Please let me know.
This is the one that you wish I had waited to do Mariah Carey on, isn't it?
You can do a Frau Persta. You can do a he said her name is
La Befana.
La Befana. I was thinking Grisla. I think her name is Grisla. She's the Icelandic grandma who just eats babies. She just eats babies.
She was such a sweet granny, though. She wouldn't eat babies.
Remember when she got possessed by demons, though?
But that wasn't her fault.
Yeah. Same thing with Frau Persta. She's also a sweet little old lady, or when she's Frau Holda. But then she's got a bad side when she's Frau Persta, and that's when she'll rip open your guts. There's been plenty of times where you see demonic versions of her when she's got big teeth and she's chasing after Courage, and he's like, oh no! And he's very worried about her because she is such a sweet little old lady.
Yeah, she doesn't.
Yeah, but she does have those moments.
Eustace is just an overall asshole.
Yes. That's not Myrtle. Let's see here.
Just Google it.
Okay. Let me look back on the chat. We've got Ashley saying, I need Aizawa content because he's my favorite and pro heroes. He's just a tired dad of 20 students. Best pro hero IMO. Shanna, I'll be expecting dummy thick Mothman cards in the mail. Or I will now be expecting. There we go.
You got it.
I don't think her name's Myrtle. I'm gonna Google it now.
Okay.
Because I literally was just searching for it, so maybe it's still in my search history. Not all the Pokemon stuff.
Yes, because we've been playing a lot of Pokemon and we've needed to know things.
Grandma. Come on. From Courage. Not cucumber salad.
What?
I love how, like, okay, maybe it's,
I want to say it did start with an M, though.
Muriel.
Muriel, that's right. It was
Muriel.
That is
close with Myrtle. Very close.
Very close.
Yeah. And then they just looked it up. Yeah. Rachel had it. Everybody else had it while I was looking it up. Okay. Y'all are great. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, are you doing more La Befana?
I'm going for La Befana for her.
A little Christmas witch who puts gifts on little steps.
Putting your prezzies on your stoop for you.
She is a very sweet. Like, that's more Muriel, like her energy from Courage the Cowardly Dog. She would be a La Befana.
She absolutely would be.
She's just a big sweetie. Are you going to draw Courage with her? Like, maybe he assists her delivering presents.
As her little elf.
Yeah. We got Ashley. You pronounced his name correctly the second time. Yes, I do know actually how to read Japanese. I've just stumbled. I panicked. Aizawa. I just found Aizawa cosplayer on Instagram and my brain went on hyper mode. They're all good.
I just wish his superhero name wasn't like a David Lynch reference. But whatever. Yeah, his superhero name is called Eraserhead.
That's right. But is it because he's actually an eraser?
Essentially, his superpower is that if he looks at you, he can negate your superpower.
But why does that mean Eraserhead?
Because his eyes are on his head, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm like...
You got me there!
The creator, he is such a nerd for Western culture, hence doing superhero comics for his manga. So much stuff, the beach that the main kid trains at is Tatooine Beach, for Pete's sake. He goes to a train station to save a kid, and it's Dagobah train station. Yeah, this guy's a total nerd for Western pop culture.
I just love, United States of Punch.
United States of Smash, thank you very much.
While he punches somebody. Yes. United States of Smash. That's all I know about My Hero Academia.
Yeah.
And it's weird that he, transforms into a beefy dude, but kind of looks like a weird monster.
I mean, he's just a magical girl. There's nothing wrong with that. That's so anime.
But, okay, Sailor Moon still looks like Sailor Moon when she's Sailor Moon or when she's Usagi. She still has the same odongos.
That's
she's
fair.
any magical girl. She puts on her odongos one at a time.
One bun at a time.
One bun at a time. But no, he looks like a weird monster creature, with black eyes. He's a the creative direction that mangaka artist went with how the what was his name?
Oh, All Might.
All Might is just very bizarre.
Half wonder if that just the very strong shading style for him was inspired by just old Golden Age comics like Jack Kirby kind of style, how they did very strong black inking for stuff. So that's my guess.
That's very kind of you, because I do not see that style in that at all. He just looks like a weird monster creature. I mean, it's cool. I'm not trying to diss on My Hero Academia. I think it's cool. I don't like some of the other side characters, like...
Oh, yeah, like Grape
Tape
Soda.
Elbow, man!
Okay, but he's better than Minetto or whatever, like the Grape Kid. Like,
Oh, he's the
fuck
worst.
That kid. Fuck that kid.
Oh, like the weird... Because you have to have one weird little hentai kid.
Pervy kid in every anime.
Yeah.
He's like, no thank you.
Can we get rid of that trope, please?
Yeah.
Can we just get rid of that trope?
Yeah,
oh my
for
god,
sure.
I love her. Oh, I love her.
She's just knitting a scarf on the stoop to put it in the next package.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna pay attention, chat. We've got Arthur saying he was like 15, and I don't think over his name. Supposedly. We got Ashley. It was his friend's Mike's idea. Aizawa didn't pick it himself. He was just like, "Hey, have you thought of your hero name? How about Eraserhead? Sure." Oh, okay.
Okay, well,
there was that.
There's that.
The
that
answer
answers that.
That has been answered.
You had a buddy who was a David Lynch fan, clearly.
You know, actually,
terrible courage.
there are a lot of David Lynch fans in Japan.
Oh,
we
there
found
are.
out,
Yeah.
which is
Twin
bizarre.
Peaks blew the fuck up in Japan.
Same with Zima.
Yeah.
Zima and David Lynch.
Like, for some reason, 90s American culture was, like, where it's at for Japan.
Oh, and Starbucks. They do love their
Yes.
Starbucks.
And 7-Eleven.
And Makudo. Makuro Donutsu.
Oh, that's right, McDonald's. That's right.
Yeah. We got
courage for you.
That's a great courage.
I'm not doing it any justice. I need to stop now.
It's amazing. I love him. He's got a bigger head than that.
He does. It's off-brand courage.
But it's very cute.
All right, you want me to end on one?
And end on one.
Well, before I end on one, let's see what... oh, that was Cars.
Yeah.
What was 11? Oh, God, Freddy Fazbear.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 1... Hank propane and propane accessories.
You know, make him like that dreamboat Santa. I see him just like that, but with like a fake beard, like doing Santa photos at the local mall.
Okay.
Let's see here. Yeah, he didn't put much care into it. Says Arthur. We got Ashley. Aizawa and Mike's background is so heartbreaking. I honestly sobbed. I'm not even joking, it hurt. Okay, I'm done now, I swear. I know you love Hank Hill. I
do.
That was a gift. That was my Christmas gift to you,
Thank
Kenji.
you.
I even wrapped it up. That was the one that was giving me so much shit earlier today.
Oh, God, you're trying to find the right image for it.
Yeah. I'm just trying to make it just perfect, so, just for you. So I gave it extra care, wrapped it, put a little bow on it, just for you, because I know you love a Hank Hill so much.
It's so good. It's such a funny show.
You do a great Hank Hill voice.
Because it's all about those propane and propane accessories.
God damn, Bobby.
God damn it, Bobby. God, so good.
So walk me through your process for your last Krampus Sona, Christmas Sona.
I'm thinking it just needs to be Hank Hill staring off in the distance, like wondering to himself, like, how did I get here? Why am I doing this?
Is he like a Scrooge?
No, I was thinking you suggested Mall Santa, so I'm going whole hog on the Mall Santa.
When you were saying like, and what am I doing? Like that almost made me think of like him being visited by all these spirits of Christmas.
No, he's just not like a very like jovial sort, and like it just is easy to feel very awkward about things. So I figured, why not feel very awkward about being forced to be a Mall Santa? That seems very like the benign antics that he would get into anyway.
Yeah, like there would be an episode where he would get like forced into becoming a mall Santa for a day to like cover.
Yeah.
That boy ain't right.
That boy ain't right.
God damn it, Bobby.
I was thinking about how Bobby just sat on his lap and asked for shit. It's like, you're a 13-year-old boy, Bobby.
Go get yourself a job.
Yeah, exactly.
I wish I would have watched more. Over the
King of the Hill.
King of the Hill.
Yeah.
Close. Over the hill, king of the hill,
I mean,
all of the hills, Hank Hill, propane and propane accessories. I did watch some, but I think it just wasn't like on when I was like, because at that time, like my dad had basically taken over the TV just to watch Fox News 24/7. Yeah. So I kind of stopped watching TV at that time of my life.
Fair.
Yeah. And whenever I did, I had my own little PlayStation and the tiny TV, the little CRT, where I would play video games. Devil's a Crybaby.
Devil's a Crybaby.
Devil May Cry, man. I had the PS2, like I think it was the Devil May Cry and Devil May Cry 2 eventually, for PlayStation 2.
Well, you know why he was crying, right?
Why?
Because he couldn't find a shirt.
I know, because it was laundry day. He couldn't find a clean shirt, and he had to go like stop demons or something. Is that the point of that game? I just remember the big trench coat, lots of guns, and weird dumb flips.
Like it was basic, like some kind of like demon hunter, like bounty hunter kind of guy, like demon exterminator, if you will.
Wasn't his name like Dante or something too?
His name was Dante.
Dante, that demon destroyer, forgot to wear a shirt.
Who may or may not be like romantically interested in a clone of his mom. I don't know.
Is that what the Blondie girl was?
Yes.
Oh, I never played it long enough to find out.
Neither did I.
15-year-old spoilers.
I didn't play it much, but I was aware just because like I had friends who played it more than me, and they made fun of it.
I mean, it does deserve.
Yeah.
I don't think that's one that's going to get a 2022 remake.
I hope not. God. I mean, no.
Now that I've said it.
But hang on, they don't need to, because they've already are making like Bayonetta 3, and like that's their new cash cow.
I mean, people do love boobies.
It's true.
Oh, this is a great Hank Hill, who is very confused.
Very confused at how he ended up here. He just wanted to sell his propane and propane accessories.
Maybe he's doing it for his company. Like, they thought it would be a great promotional way to sell propane is by having their own Santa Claus. Like, the mall can do it, why can't we?
Absolutely. His boss is the one who talked him into doing it, and he just wants that promotion so dang badly.
Yeah!
That's the only reason he agreed to it.
This is a great note. This is a great one to end on. What did you think of my characters? Which one was your favorite tonight? And same with everybody watching live. Who was your favorite we did tonight?
I think Gonzo as the Mary Lloyd was easily my favorite.
That was good. You really knocked that one out of the park.
Although that Mothman, I always love drawing a Mothman.
It's our Christmas card. We're going to be sending that one out.
That would be so good. I should do a full render of that. That would be delightful.
We got Shanna saying also Gonzo, hands down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Kat, God dang it, book. Oh man, I can't pick a favorite. Like your Cars and Loki with the matching fanny packs. That was pretty beautiful.
That was magical.
That was pretty beautiful. I definitely threw some hard ones at you. Thanks for rolling with it pretty well. Oh God, the Thanos was good too.
The Thanos was fun. The Thanos copter. Oh, I need to give him the poorly fitted taped on beard.
Yeah.
That's how I need to end this one.
But no, like Muriel, she was really good. You did so many good ones today.
Thank you.
You did. I threw a lot of curveballs at you. Again, we talk about Ken, like how he kind of mentally prepares, so he kind of knows what some stuff. I don't know. There's sometimes we throw random stuff and you just knock it out of the park too. But this was definitely a little bit more like a little more challenging one. So I think you did a fucking fantastic job.
Well, thank you.
Proud of you, and I hope you had fun.
Oh, absolutely. This was an absolute blast. And thank you everyone for joining and hanging out with us while we do silly doodles to keep you entertained.
Janice says Mothman was a close second.
Oh, Mothman was so good.
We got Arthur saying, I have ties between a kitty and Loki/Cars. Our kitty was really good too. I'm glad we got to show off our cats on stream finally. I mean, we do lots of times.
I mean, fair.
Oh my gosh.
Sure
Oh my
he's
gosh.
got some propane under the tree.
Yeah, because that's the best gift that you can give. Some propane.
Some fuel, something flammable under the tree. That's smart.
That's very smart. With those flickering lights.
The tree that's a little too dry. Oh yeah, absolutely.
But this is fantastic.
This is such a great Hank Hill Santa. I'm very pleased with it.
Thank you for this gift.
Thank you.
Well, thank you all so much for joining us live. Thank you so much for watching later. We stream every single Saturday evening at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time here on Jib and Jabber on YouTube. Our social medias are on our main page if you want to see some of the art that we do personally.
Yeah.
I can't say that I do a lot of Hank Hill fan art.
I'm going to have to crank up the Hank Hill art now after this.
But Ken's art is absolutely incredible. He's been doing lots of really fun stuff.
Yeah.
Some comics on his Kenji Comics.
Yes, Kenji.comics on Instagram.
So if you want some fun, want some more funnies.
Yeah.
Like, we're not dunny with the funnies.
No, we're not. Never dunny with the funny.
But we are dunny with tonight's stream. Make sure you hit that like, smash the bell, all of the YouTube jammers. Ken, you got any final things you'll say tonight?
Have a great week, everybody, and we'll catch you next time.
Thank you all so much for watching, and we got some more awesome holiday-themed streams for you coming up in the next couple of weeks.
Peace out.